drop you on your head.
Welcome, Pro Wrestling 225 family, to Unleashed. I'm Spencer Hunt alongside Landon Corbin. We are here at the COPAC in Plaquemine, Louisiana for Holiday Hope. And Landon, what a special way to end the year in Pro Wrestling 225 as we raise money for St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital.
We started the year right here in Plaquemine, Louisiana, and it's only fitting to close it out here as well as we raise money for such a great cause. On tonight's episode, we're going to see Mustang Mike tag with Beautiful Bobby to take on Desmond, Tibo, and Kerry, Gros. But also tonight, we're going to witness Alex Braddock, one half of our tag team champions in the pillar, take on JTM.
It is going to be a hard-hitting night of action on Unleashed, and I can think of no stronger way to kick things off than Suge White, who has been on a roll in Pro Wrestling 225, perhaps upsetting Vladimir Koloff at Pro Wrestling 225 Friday night. He's back in action here at the COPAC to go one-on-one with another former heavyweight champion in Pro Wrestling 225, Purple Haze.
I saw Purple Haze in the back just a few minutes ago. That man is fired up and ready to go. Let's get right into the action. Let's get Unleashed.
It's the last show of the year in Pro Wrestling 225. Welcome into Holiday Hope from the City of Plaquemine Activity Center in Plaquemine, Louisiana. And Landon, I couldn't think of a better reason to come together than to raise money for St. Jude Children's Hospital.
The City of Plaquemine has come out in support of St. Jude, in support of Pro Wrestling 225. What a year it has been. We started things off right here in this building, and we are back to close out 2025. And we're starting off with Purple Haze in the ring. And the fans here are giving Purple Haze the respect that he deserves. Former Pro Wrestling 225 heavyweight champion. Listen to the folks here in Plaquemine. But this man is on an absolute tear here in Pro Wrestling 225, Spencer.
I want to take you back to Pro Wrestling 225 Friday night. The return of the longest reigning heavyweight champion in the company's history, Vladimir Koloff. He went one-on-one with the head honcho and got put down. On a night that's all about giving back. It's hard for me to imagine that Suge White is interested in doing any giving at all, and I think he only wants to take. Landon, we want to talk about what happened at Wildcat Sports just a few weeks ago. He was thrown out of the building. He was there, thrown out of the building by a police officer who we now know was the Mud Dog, a former wrestler here in Louisiana. Everybody's heard of Mud Dog. Suge White got tossed out of the building. And interestingly enough, someone who has a lot of history with Mud Dog is Purple Haze, who stepped up tonight here at Holiday Hope for the Mud Dog, and something that shouldn't have been personal suddenly became personal. And we've got Suge White versus Purple Haze in a major first-time singles matchup in Pro Wrestling 225.
Well, you can see it on Purple Haze's face right now. He barely wants to wait for the bell. He wants to get a piece of Suge White right here in Plaquemine, Spencer. What a matchup between these two guys. Obviously, you see their size, true heavyweights in there.
You better turn around and pay attention.
Purple mid.
Suge White, of course, referring to his original opponent, scheduled for tonight was Steve Anthony. Steve Anthony unable to make this show tonight, but the exclamation point, you have to imagine that's going to be an epic matchup down the line someday, Steve Anthony versus Suge White. But Suge talking about how Purple mid is this replacement. Suge White better be very careful. Purple Haze among the best ever to step in the 225 ring, and Suge White talks a big game, but I think Purple Haze might just be ruining the holiday season for Suge White if he's not careful.
Suge White better lock in. Here we go. Collar and elbow tie up to kick off holiday hope here between these two behemoths.
Haze able to turn things around, got White into the corner. Look at this.
Yeah,
you know there's some words being said there.
Getting right in the face of Suge White. Man, that is not someone that I would get right in their face like that.
No, but Purple Haze not backing down an inch.
He's not been known to, Spencer.
Gets into a side headlock now. Suge White has so much momentum. It's hard to call a Suge White win an upset, but some people have at Pro Wrestling 225 Friday night when he was able to take down Vladimir Koloff. So he's got plenty of momentum as the disrespect. And Haze not taking any of it. Look at these rights.
Going right to Suge White, and look at this. White turns things around, and here in the corner, just exploding shots into the corner into Purple Haze.
Charging after him, Haze gets out of the way. Big chop ringing out here all across Plaquemine.
How about another one? No. Suge White gets out of the way wisely and just laying in to Purple Haze. Look at these two. Ooh. This is a fight.
This thing got personal quick.
Oh man, hard shot to the midsection. Clubbing blows, it's gonna bruise.
Saving their hardest hits for the last part of the year, Landon. Up and over, beautiful drop kick. Takes the head honcho down.
Picture perfect for Purple Haze. Here we go. Lining it up. Huge splash from Purple. Gonna count it out here in Plaquemine. How about one more?
The Purple Haze experience in full effect at Holiday Hope.
Taking Suge White off his feet. That's a cover right there, but Suge White gets the shoulder up quick, Spencer.
Man, could you imagine what a good feeling to end the year. Holiday Hope, we're raising money, and why don't I knock off Suge White while I'm here?
Purple Haze is absolutely focused. Oh, man. Gets caught up there in the top rope. Suge White, I mean, it's hard to respect a maneuver like that, but at the same time, it's very smart. Had a very good ring awareness. And just like that, Suge White back on top. And I mean, that's what Suge White absolutely needs to do. I mean, look at the fire that Purple Haze has brought in the early stages of this match. Oh!
I think that's what we've seen with Suge White here this year in Pro Wrestling 225. As long as he can weather the early storm, the longer these matches go on, Suge White does not slow down. But Purple Haze doesn't slow down either.
Oh man, Suge White's skull just bounced off the apron. And Purple Haze with the full support of the fans here in the COPAC. But Suge White turning things around quickly. We're here on the outside, it's very dangerous territory.
Oh, face first into the turnbuckle. Into that ring post.
Spencer, I think you were dead on. This is exactly how things started out with Vladimir Koloff. Suge White able to weather the storm, taking things to the outside, slowing the momentum of his opponent, and dealing heavy, heavy blows, using every inch of that ring to his advantage.
Rolls Purple Haze back in the ring now. Purple Haze trying to take advantage of the separation here. Needs a little bit of a moment to recover.
Suge White's got Purple Haze exactly where he wants him.
So got to find here.
Oh, man. Samoan drive-by.
That'll knock you out quick.
I mean, I'm not so sure that Suge White didn't just knock out Purple Haze. Here we go.
Covers
Shoulders are
down.
down.
DJ Petrie in perfect position there. Kick out of 2 for Purple Haze.
Talk about the role that Big Ramp Enterprises has been on in 2025. What would a win right here for Purple Haze mean for that team?
I mean, listen, I think that's maybe one of the bigger things to take away from BRE in 2025. Listen to the support of the Pro Wrestling 225 family behind them. We know Purple Haze's accomplishments, former tag team champion, former heavyweight champion, but right now he's getting choked out by Suge White. There's nothing these fans can do about that.
There's nothing Purple Haze can do if he can't breathe. And listen to Suge White, he's almost feeding off of the negative energy he's getting back from these fans here in the COPAC. Oh, man.
Right hand from Haze.
Right back in it. Look at these rights.
Suge White took his eyes off the prize for just a moment. Haze ducks under. Here we go. And a clothesline takes him down.
How explosive was that clothesline? Purple Haze bought him some crucial time. He can get back to his feet here. Could be the nail in the coffin for Suge White.
Purple up to 5 now. Suge White starting to stir. Purple Haze nearly back to his feet as well.
Absolutely electric here in the COPAC. Oh man, hard elbow. Suge White still on his feet.
A second one takes Suge down.
How about that? Here we go. Look at the height.
Haze goes up. Cover on the head. Honcho. A kick out at 2. My goodness. That's one of the things Purple Haze does so well is adapt his offense to any kind of opponent. Obviously, Suge White, one of the bigger men here in Pro Wrestling 225, and Purple Haze is keeping up just fine.
We talked about Purple Haze's stacked resume here in Pro Wrestling 225. And just look at the stature of both of these men. Absolutely laying it all on the line here to kick things off at Holiday Hope. What a match so far. You see right here, dangerous territory.
Suge White perhaps going for a superplex, but Purple Haze able to fight his way out of it here. Here comes White. Runs straight into the boot. Purple Haze on the middle rope.
Oh man,
looks like he was going for a double axe handle, but caught!
Samoan overcoat!
And the cover on Purple Haze. What a match. Purple Haze was here to fight. But Suge White said it before the match. He said Perp was gonna step up and get put down. And he nearly drove him through the mat.
Our correspondent here, Gabby Davis, looks like she wants to get a word with Suge White.
I don't...
Hear the fans here and their reaction. Gabby's going to get us some more information.
on something.
That's a former heavyweight champion of this promotion.
He sure is.
I can understand Koloff, the most dominant champion y'all ever had, and I put him down easy.
I don't know about that.
Waste my time with that trash.
Purple Haze gave him a fight.
I've been calling off for months. I'm letting it go right now. January. The 31st. Christian Blake, I'm gonna leave you with 2 options. You can lay down or get put down.
Suge White just laid out the challenge. He put down 2 former heavyweight champions. He wants Christian Blake January 30th.
He keeps asking who's next, and he just put it out there tonight at Holiday Hope that Christian Blake is next to either lay down or get put down. Is 2026 gonna be the year Suge White becomes the first heavyweight champion of the new year? We'll find out at PW225 Friday night on January 30th.
Hi, Alex Braddock, one half of the tag team champions. We're sitting here at Chiba Hut, a proud partner of Pro Wrestling 225, where we get the chance to team together and raise money for the children of St. Jude at Holiday Hope on December 13th in none other than Plaquemine, Louisiana. And on that night, I get to stand across the ring from JTM. Now, Jay, we have had one heck of a year. You on your separate path and me coming back with the pillar and winning gold. But I may forgive, but I definitely don't forget. The last time we stepped in a ring together, we were at opposite ends and we went to war. So buddy, prepare for a fight. I would be honored to take one from you. Let's get after it. Let's raise some money.
On a night where we are raising money for St. Jude Children's Hospital, having JTM here in Plaquemine. I know it's a show that means a lot to him, but what a year it's been for JTM.
Man, you talk about monster years in 2025. JTM wrestled 2 heavyweight champions and put up one hell of a fight. This man is at the top in Pro Wrestling 225, and there's only more to go for this man. Obviously tonight meaning a ton to be here. St. Jude has a special place in his heart. And so tonight, to close things off with a win means everything to the greatest. But you talk about Pro Wrestling 225 and big years. 2025 was a roller coaster ride for this man right here, Spencer.
That's right. Pro Wrestling 225 Tag Team Champion Alex Braddock And what we know about Alex Braddock now that we didn't know before Faction Warfare is his roots run deep in the pillar. It's been an emotional year, but one of the biggest moments I can remember, and an emotional one, happening at Friday Night Faction Warfare with the return of the ego executioner, Alex Braddock, helping the pillar climb the ladder to tag team gold, undisputed tag team champions, but now tonight, singles action for Alex Braddock and JTM. Okay, all right, get hot to get things started.
That's right. I mean, both of these men, we talked about, you know, all of the ups and downs they've had throughout 2025. Each of these men want to close out with a victory, mutual respect or not. And these two men do have some history there between the pillar and Disobey. And Alex Braddock putting a serious face on now.
Well, getting thrown down to the mat like that'll force it on you. Third collar double tie. This time Braddock gets the upper hand, is able to back JTM into the corner there. And yeah, respect. One of the things that JTM...
Thought we were going to see a clean break. JTM has some shots coming in, and they're returned in kind.
One of the things JTM said coming into this match, as he keeps throwing these forearms, was he wanted to see how much Braddock had learned since the last time they've been in the ring together, and it looks like Braddock is happy to show him.
Holy cow, look at these shots from Braddock.
Here he comes across the ring.
Oh man.
Boot to the temple.
Man, I'm impressed. Look at the aggression here. Up in the top, Braddock comes diving in. Look at that huge splash, and JTM is forced to get that shoulder up early. How smart was that? Taking it to JTM in the early stages.
Was that a little high five low?
I think it absolutely
from the
was.
Storyteller, we're paying homage. Watch out!
Oh my God!
It looked like Braddock was about to leave his feet again. JTM met him and meets him again.
Oh my God, did you hear? Alex Braddock's back just got introduced to the side of that ring and just bounced off.
Thought we were going to have some friendly competition here. This thing looks a little personal. I don't know what happened here.
Laying into each other. Look at this fisherman suplex. Nobody does it better. Look at that bridge. Braddock gets the shoulder up.
Unbelievable. Hard hitting here at the COPAC. And here's the thing. These two men have a lot to sort of jockey for position for. We know at, watch out here, German
beautiful
with the bridge cover and a kick out at the last moment there. JTM, as vicious as I've seen him all year, Landon.
Well, you mentioned it earlier. I think you're exactly right. JTM is testing Alex Braddock in this one. I think, yeah, there's some aggression here. I don't think it's from a place of disrespect. I think iron sharpens iron, and that's exactly what he wants to see here from Braddock.
JTM there.
But as you were saying, both of these men are jockeying for position in Pro Wrestling 225. Both of these men will be involved in an SEC Championship #1 contenders match in just a few weeks down the road. You have to imagine some momentum going into that one.
Straps down for JTM.
Would be crucial. Oh, JTM testing Braddock here.
Talk about iron sharpens iron.
Okay.
Here we go. It's gonna hurt more that way. Why'd you do that? Oh, left hand. Forearm there from JTM. Big chop, following it up. You know it's always gonna be a battle if you're in there with JTM. But Braddock not backing down either.
Man, I haven't seen this side of Alex Braddock. Getting a little loopy there, and oh no, with the headbutt! Alex Braddock gets the upper hand on that exchange. JTM spills to the outside. Braddock collapses in the ring. What a match!
These two men part of that fatal four-way that also includes the Chainbreaker, Kerry, Gros, and Wild Thing happening at PW225 Friday night back in Houma on January 30th, our first event of the year. And a win here tonight, you have to imagine, would be huge momentum-wise going into that #1 contendership fatal four-way. I think there's something to be said about Alex Braddock becoming #1 contender for perhaps Braxton Hunter's SEC championship. That's down the line. We have a lot to focus on right in front of us right now as the brawling has made its way to the outside here.
Braddock, JTM crashing oh, wait a minute.
Off the steps.
Take a look at JTM. That headbutt may have done some serious damage to the cranium. Oh man, wait a minute. Braddock ducks under. Now some shots to the back of the head. These two are just laying into each other. And some more damage to the skull of JTM.
And JTM cut wide open at Holiday Hope.
Alex Braddock put it on like war paint. Think he's passing the test, Spencer? We know JTM is not afraid to go to these sorts of places. And it appears Braddock is just as game. Wait a minute.
Chapter 1. Oh!
Lays it on JTM. Could that be it? Off to Chapter 1, and we got it. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. How close was that? President Jordy Pujol, the man in charge, says it was 2. These fans here can't believe it. JTM's still in this thing. Here we go. No. JTM ducks under.
Watch out.
Heads up. Oh, that jumping pile driver. Braddock didn't see it coming. What a war. Holy cow!
Leaving everything they had in the center of the ring. Last show of the year. JTM, Alex Braddock, balls to the walls here in Plaquemine.
I will never forget what I just saw between those two men. So mutual respect, closing out 2025 with an absolute war. These two men left everything on the line for each other and for these fans here in 2025.
A huge year for both of these men in Pro Wrestling 225 this year. But looking ahead to the Fatal 4-Way at PW225 Friday night, what does 2026 have in store for both Alex Braddock and JTM?
Mustang Mike, I know you've seen what I did to your old friend. Well, his name really just isn't that important now, is it? But no matter, Mustang, I want you to understand that I did what I did to him and what I'm going to do to you. It's because for 3 years now, I've busted my ass here. Not many opportunities have come knocking on my door, and quite frankly, I'm sick of it. So Mustang, I want you to call up one of your friends, whichever ones may still be breathing. I'll call one of mine. And we could have ourselves a good old-fashioned tag match. I'll see you in COPAC.
have to be honest, Landon. It does look a little bit like Kerry would be the person to like shove Desmond Thibeaux into a locker, but that might work for them tonight. Teaming together, and did I hear that right? Chains and brains.
Chains and brains. Look, I mean, you've got Kerry Gros bringing the aggression, the power to the table. I mean, this guy just put away Stan Sweetan. And you've got Mr. Intelligent bringing the brains to the table.
Yeah, brains and brawn. That's a good combo right there.
Good combo. I'm excited, actually, to see what these two can put together here as a team in Pro Wrestling 225.
And obviously, Kerry Gros coming off of the biggest win of his Pro Wrestling 225 career.
No doubt.
Look at this team.
How about it? Kerry laid out the challenge. He told Mustang, go find a buddy, and he sure did.
Well, and it's so interesting when you think about sort of the early years of Pro Wrestling 225. Beautiful Bobby, Mustang Mike, guys that would have been on opposite sides of things, right? Cali Heat versus the Dream Team. But here they are tonight, teaming together all for the good and raising money for St. Jude Hospital here, but coming together as a tag team to try to shut up these young guns in the ring.
How about that?
Kerry Gros has had this obsession sort of all year with taking it to the legends of Pro Wrestling 225, and we'll see if he bit off just a little more than he can chew tonight. We're going to hear from the leader of the Boom Nation
First
now.
of all, it's good to be back in Plaquemine. A lot of y'all know a lot about my career for 31 years, but what you don't know, some of y'all, is this is one of my original wrestling sons, beautiful Bobby.
Talk about the history.
I can see the resemblance.
So since I've been the bad guy back in the day, I wore my old shiny duds for y'all to show these boys that you ain't the only one that can play dirty.
Oh, Mustang Mike.
I have heard that about Mustang before, but we're going to see it in action tonight.
Will Kerry Gros and Urkel beat Mustang and beautiful Bobby?
That's a big note from the city of Plaquemine. It's called Desmond Tibo Urkel.
Listen to the support for the Pro Wrestling 225 family. Meanwhile, Kerry and Desmond, here we go. Oh, now. Alexis Winter beat at ringside too. What's that about?
Kerry Gros raised his arms and half the people in the front row covered their nose. Oh, heads up!
Oh. Well, Chains and Brains taking advantage.
There's the brains. And, well, might be a meeting of the minds right here. Wait a minute. We'll see dough action. And look at this. Mustang and Bobby turn things around.
This thing not officially underway yet.
Uh-oh. Oh, no! Tibo just spiked Kerry Gros.
I wonder if they drew that one up.
Did you hear that?
I did. And now they whip Kerry Gros across. Big splash.
What an explosive start. This match hadn't even, the bell hadn't even rung. Oh! Talk about explosive splash.
Gros and Tibo might, oh no.
Oh my
no.
God.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
This is a family show. Oh! What are we doing? Mr. Intelligent, didn't see that one coming.
I have so many comments, I'm gonna keep them all to myself. Mustang!
Oh my God. Faked him out.
But they didn't
See Bobby coming. That was smart.
Who thought Mustang was gonna?
Hey, he fooled him.
The experience of Mustang Mike on full display. Oh, goodness. Tag team action here at Holiday Hope, all in good fun.
Kerry Gros trying to get back into this thing with
Beautiful Bobby meeting him on the outside.
this thing hasn't even started. Wait a minute.
Here
Okay,
we
now
go.
the balance wrong.
Officially underway. Mustang Mike and Kerry Gros gonna officially start.
Look,
this
Mustang's
thing
gonna go over that top rope and you're gonna scream, okay?
I cannot doubt the only Grand Slam champion in the history of Pro Wrestling 225. Oh gosh. Okay.
Makes you doubt the intelligence, actually. Desmond Tibo. Bought it, hook, line, and sinker.
Kerry Gros, big elbow. And here's the thing, we talked about the experience of Mustang Mike, but he did work Kerry Gros into his opponent's corner. And that's a little bit of a mistake there. I think maybe feeding off the momentum a little bit came back to bite him. And now it's Thibeaux. Well, you know, in Mustang's 31 years, I'm sure he's felt a chop or two tougher than that one, but, you know, good for Thibeaux for trying.
Well, listen, I mean, you know, you talked about the experience of Mustang Mike, and I think that's, you know, goes without saying, but, you know, that could also lead to overconfidence in situations like this. You've got a hungry guy like Kerry Gros, hungry men like Gros and Thibeaux are looking for big wins over names like Bobby and names like Mustang Mike. They might just need this win a little bit more, and that could be dangerous. And wait a minute, Mustang needs some glasses, but he stole them right off the face of Desmond Tibo.
Oh, shoulder block there. I think
He's gonna put him on.
Desmond Thibeaux is going to pay a little homage, and now Mustang Mike calling for it.
Oh, Mustang can see him now.
Oh. But Kerry Gros spoiling the fun here at Holiday Hope.
Oh, he just broke Desmond's glasses.
And it's all fun and games, but the serious attack is now on. Thibeaux has Mustang Mike into the corner here, and Mustang Mike needs a tag to Beautiful Bobby.
Fans laying into Desmond Tibo.
Is that an overrated chant? I think so. I like it.
Mustang gets out of the way. Tibo goes crashing into the corner. Mustang is gonna get him up. Got it. Holds him up there. Delayed vertical suplex sends Desmond Tibo crashing to the ring. Mustang tags in Bobby. There we go. Double elbows. Look at this tandem offense between these two.
Leg drop from Mustang Mike, taking advantage of the 5 count. He had to get out of the ring. Leg drop from Beautiful Bobby there, but a kick out at 2.
Bobby wisely keeping eyes in the back of his head, watching where Kerry Gros is at all times.
Well, and Mustang Mike said it right before the match here as we get a scoop and a slam from Beautiful Bobby. That Bobby, of course, is one of Mustang Mike's sort of sons in this business, and kind of crazy they haven't tagged before, but here we are, last show of 2025. Oh, jawbreaker there from Desmond Tibo, who's trying to make it to his corner to tag in the chain breaker.
Might have it right here. In comes Kerry. Talked about Kerry Gros' impressive performance back at Houma. I mean, absolutely dominated Stan's Sweet Team and sent him packing from Pro Wrestling 225.
Well, if you recall, Kerry Gros took down Beautiful Bobby in Houma just a couple months prior. So Kerry Gros, a lot of confidence against Beautiful Bobby that he's, quite frankly, earned.
Talk about the momentum that Kerry Gros could carry into 2026 with a victory here tonight.
That's right. We know Kerry Gros going to be part of that Fatal 4-Way #1 contendership match for the SEC Championship at PW225 Friday night on January 30th. And a win tonight over the likes of Beautiful Bobby and Mustang Mike.
Do a lot for his confidence, and that is extremely important going into that match because he's facing guys the likes of Wild Thing, Alex Braddock, and JTM. No pushovers for that one.
Beautiful Bobby, no pushover in that ring tonight either. Finally gets it back to a vertical base. Shoots Kerry Gros off. Gros on the way back, eats a clothesline from Beautiful Bobby.
Feeling that one.
And here we go.
Eat the boot.
Mustang Mike back in now, turning his attention to the chain breaker. Mustang Mike with more years of wrestling experience than Kerry Gros has been alive. Whips Gros across. Walks right into another big clothesline, this time for Mustang. And what do we have here? Oh! Follow that up with an elbow drop. And a couple of push-ups, showing off Mustang Mike.
Talks about that confidence. Now here comes Beautiful Bobby. Get in on the party. Kerry Gros could be in trouble here. Momentum is all in the opposite corner now. Look at that suplex. Hooks the leg. Bobby could have him right here. Kerry gets the shoulder up. Desmond Thibeaux chomping at the bit in the opposite corner. Kerry trying to look for that separation and gonna try and lift Beautiful Bobby.
Not budging.
Nothing doing there, partner. There we go. Another scoop and a slam from Beautiful Bobby. Bobby doing here?
Him go up to that rope very often, but from the second rope,
that's the nope rope. It's up. Oh man, comes crashing to the mat. Kerry gets out of the way just in time. He's inches away from tagging in Tibo. In comes Mr. Intelligent. In comes Mustang Mike.
Clothesline from Mustang. Here's a second one. Backs Tibo up into the corner.
Shots to the midsection, couple to the cranium. Kerry's now. Save his partner here. Wait a minute. He's got Mustang tied up. Mustang's in trouble.
And Tibo's taking the straps down.
Oh no!
But Mustang gets out of the way and down goes Gros.
That wasn't very smart.
The tag into Beautiful Bobby now. As they turn their
hell?
attention. What?
Oh! Oh my God!
Those might be the biggest drawers I've ever seen.
I don't think that was a part of the plan.
Mustang Mike and Beautiful Bobby working together.
Wait a minute, Bobby's not done. Oh. What? Well, we know what tonight is.
I have no words.
Does this mean Desmond Thibeaux is going to have to drive Commando back home?
The wedgie to the five-knuckle splash. Not the pipeline I would have expected in this one, but a big, big win to end the year for Beautiful Bobby and Mustang Mike. Of course, Beautiful Bobby getting his one-up and his revenge on Kerry Gros. Chains and brains going back to the drawing board. But Mustang Mike, one hell of a year in Pro Wrestling 225.